So we've got this question, the pie chart, how a family allocates its income. What percentage of the income is allocated to each of the expense? Now, in essence, what we are asked to do is to convert degrees into percentage. Remember, the allocation is in degrees, and we're expected to come up with a percentage allocation of each of the expense. So basically, we are expected to convert degrees to percentage. Now, the first thing I want you to note here is that for this textbook segment, we have this box and no number is attached. But I hope you know that when you have a box, it represents 90 degrees. So textbook is 90 degrees. So can we convert each of them to percentage? So we can have expense. In this case, we have rent. I hope you know this solution. We have groceries. And then lastly, we have textbooks. So we can have text books. Then we can have degree. Rent is 170 degrees. Groceries is 100 degrees. And lastly, we have textbook 90 degrees. Do you understand? Now, if we add this up, it should give us 0 plus 0 plus 0, 0. 9 plus 7 is 16. So we have 6 carry 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. So we have 360. Now, the last column will be percentage. Now, remember how we convert data into degrees. Can you remember? We just do the number for a specific data divided by the total times 360. And the reason why we multiply by 360 is because we are representing it in a circle, and the total angles in a circle is 360 degrees. Do you understand? But if we are converting to percentage, percentage adds up to 100. So what we are going to do is what we are given divided by the total times 100. Does that make sense? Now, even though you are not given that the total is 360, you know that the total angles in a circle is 360 degrees. So, by implication, the total angles you can have in a pie chart is 360 degrees. So, even without doing this elaborate calculation, if I'm told, what's the percentage representation for rent? All I need to do is 170 over 360 times 100. Because I know that the sum of angles in a circle or in a pie chart, as the case may be, is 360 degrees. Does that make sense? So let's do this. So we have 170 all over total angles in the circle or in a pie chart, 360 times what are we converting it to? Percentage 100. Does this make sense? So 0 cancels 0. Then we have 170 times 10 is 1,700. 1,700 divided by 36 is approximately 47.2%. So let's do the next. We have 100 all over 360 times 100. 0 cancels 0. We have 100 times 10 is 1,000. 1,000 divided by 36 is approximately 27.8%. Then lastly, we have 90 all over 360 times 100. 0 cancels 0. 90 times 10 is 900. So 900 divided by 36. 25%. So you can see we've gotten the percentage allocation for each of the expense. And if we add all these up, it should give us approximately 100. Do you get? Can we try that? So we have 47.2, 27.8, 25.0. 8 plus 2 is 10, 0 carry 1. 1 plus 7 is 8, 8 plus 7 is 15. 15 plus 5 is 20, so we have 0 carry 2. 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8, 8 plus 2 is 10. Can you see? So do you now understand how to convert from degrees to percentages? Now, to do the opposite, is what we've done in the question. How can you convert from percentages to degrees? So if you are given the data in percentages and you are told to find the degree allocation of each of the data, what do? All you need to do is to divide by 100, multiply by 360. Do you get the drift? So percentages will usually add up to 100. And then you are trying to convert to degree, which is 360. Does that make sense? Let me rub up and show you something so you can make sense of this. So if I have convert from percentage to degrees, the percentage adds up to 100 share. So I'll be having whatsoever I'm giving all over 100 times the total degrees in a circle in a pie chart is 360, so times 360. Do you get this? Now if I'm told to convert from degrees to percentages, now remember degrees add up to 360, so whatsoever I'm giving over 360 times percentage adds up to 100 times 100. Does this make sense? So as long as you can remember this, you'll be able to do the conversion perfectly.